Ladies and gentlemen, it's episode 111 of the Download Queue coming at you again. Saturday, April 4th, 2026. Taking a look at all the releases in April coming out this month. Because there's a ton. There's a crap ton going on this month. If we can pull ourselves away from Marathon. Kyle, you got the Starfield background behind you. How are you doing over there?
Doing good. Yeah, man. Marathon. It's been great. You got in, you've been playing, shout out Bungie for the code. And it's just been cool to see you kind of, from my perspective, get into the game. And even last night, we played a long time, multiple hours.
It was 3:30.
And there was, yeah. And there was multiple runs where we lost everything, and we had like multiple in a row where we were just getting destroyed by other teams. And I think twice you said this across different moments where we lost everything. You're like, see, that felt good still. And I'm like, there he is. There it is. Like, there's something with Marathon that even though you lose your stuff, it could feel good because you had a good run, you had good moments, you had good gameplay. It's like, oh, you almost got that other team and they got the best of you. You got hit with a shotgun, and that's frustrating, but you know what's going to happen with it. I don't know. It was cool to see you kind of hit that. I see it in the community as well, online, anecdotally, just people commenting the same sentiment. And it's like, yeah, Bungie figured out how to not fear losing your gear. So I want to kind of hear from you, though. I was talking for you there.
No, you're right on. I think I'm not 100% sold. I'm not where you're at with it, where I fully adore my experience, but I'm having a really, really solid time now that I've gotten over the initial humps, the initial issues I had with the game when we were first starting out, that are still things I think need looked at personally. But once you get past those issues, like, I'll be honest, this entire time we played, I got 25 last night to get into cryo archives, whatever. Some of the mechanics I mentally don't pay attention to, I don't care about. The extra packets that help with being hacked or the environmental stuff, I sell every single one of those. It's not something I worry about. Maybe help my game if I did, but taking it at more base level and approaching it in a way that I'm comfortable with has definitely helped. I know I mentioned a bunch last night too, like, it's got such a good feeling of sense of urgency and danger, which I think is credit to map design, how everything's laid out compared to Arc Raiders, which right now Marathon for me way above where I was at with Arc. But just the tight-knit space you get into and how people are funneled to the same areas, sometimes for the worse. We had a few last night, literally 5 rounds in a row, like, spawned same spot, did the same path, people were in the same area every time. Like, gets goofy, but those interactions that happens when you hear footsteps, it's like a high alert thing. Like, you are all in on it, you're ready for a shootout, you're ready for a Bungie made shooting experience that just feels good. For the most part, there's still, I had mentioned too, like, a lot of the times if you get jumped on first, you're out. We see it a couple times, like, you can turn things around if you have teammates talking, have your back, whatever, but at its core, when we're at pinwheel, aiming down the hallway at one team, shooting out, hiding cover, healing, reloading, like, managing all of our sort of abilities and stuff, get that team down, oh shit, another team over here, there's a rook here, like, those moments are, they feel good. I think it just needs that. It's a daunting game, which you've mentioned. It's a daunting game to get into. It's a daunting game to try and learn, which, to that point, I played some yesterday by myself, just with trios, and listening to strangers get in games with each other and share information and, oh, did you know you could do this and that stuff, like, naturally occurring throughout the community. It's cool to see. You just gotta do it to a broader reach that's not already in,
Yeah, no, it is an intense game by design. It's made for people who want that and who are willing to give that. And then once you get past it, it sings, it soars. It is a beautiful suite to play in, the gunplay, the kits. It's really cool. And we're going to keep talking about Marathon because they're doing the updates. They're updating shell that I first played a lot of. I moved off of, and you're using a lot. Recon, they're buffing that, buffing some other ones, tweaking it. So first big patch is incoming. We got mid-season. It's here. I'm very excited to see where it goes from here, because it's one thing to come out and have success. It's one thing to come out and be shitty. Another thing to have a core audience attach and be like, this is dope. And then have people by word of mouth start to attach to it, have the community, have the developers respond quickly with edits or with updates and patches and whatnot. Like, it's in a good spot. Financials we'll see, but right now I'm happy to see where it goes.
That's good. I'll be on. Still playing. I'm sure we'll be on tonight, hopping back in again. Like, it's a routine game at this point, but having fun. Even last night,
last night for cryo. So so cryo is Thursday at 10 a.m. to Sunday at 10 a.m. every week, and then rank starts at 10 a.m. Sunday to Thursday, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wild. Okay, yeah, we're definitely getting in then, because I did not realize that was a timed thing.
Yeah, it's back weekly though. So
done the podcast down. We're getting on.
Yeah, so we'll see where it goes. It's crazy to see people talk about, bring up Concord and Highguard, and like, I don't know, like, people on the fence. I don't know if I want to get it yet. You know, is it just going to get shut down? It's like, that's where we're at, right? Like, I'm worried. I think it's great, but like, you know, I don't know. I mean, a lot of the live service games got canceled in Sony, so you would think this is like, no, we're going to keep this one. We have a good one. Let's keep it, because it is really, really good. So we'll see. I don't want to get stuck talking about Marathon, but
yeah. No, I think
we're going to talk about it probably next week and the week after.
Another week
it's
after.
Our new Destiny.
No, I think the way Bungie's talking about it, they feel more comfortable with it. I don't feel the plug's going to get pulled on this. Like, I don't think Sony would be letting them be like, hey, we're in this for the long haul, doing yearly things. Like, that just,
I don't know, man.
If they did, that would be such a smack.
Ask for forgiveness, not permission. Yeah, we got years of content. I was like, what are you doing? we gave you 6 months. Why are you saying that? Like, we do. we are planning for years. Will you let us? So I hate to be doom and gloom, but fortunately, that's just kind of the world. But I'm loving it. I'm just scared something I love might not live.
Like you said, we got a bad track record with live service games. Not good.
Hey, Destiny lasted for 10 years.
Still kicking, kind of.
Yeah, corporate greed.
Destiny 3 confirmed. I saw that on Twitter. Is Destiny 3 actually like? Are they openly working on it? Hit me.
Yes and no. They're not going to confirm it until PlayStation does their big direct, and then that'll be here's a Marathon trailer for the next update, and surprise, here's a D3 tease. Like, that'll be a moment for Sony, because that has so much cash. And with everything Marathon is doing in the sandbox, Destiny 3 is primed to be something really cool. I think it's just going to go more PvE focus, let you be more of a guardian, a god. You are a literal god. Take down gods in Destiny. Let's actually play with the sandbox in that way. Let's take out like hordes of enemies like Diablo. Like, yeah, dude, let's do it. They've been messing with enemy density in their arenas, so splitting up PvP focused into a PvE with the studios. I see it happening. But yeah, Destiny 3, no way they are not working on it. It is deep in pre-pro, definitely. And I think they could take one more update, and then we'll see it in a year and a half, 2 years.
PS6 launch. Next generation.
And I'm gonna hate when they lock it down. I'm gonna hate when they do that, because they did it I'm gonna hate it. That's where like we're going as an industry, anyways.
Well, everything's bad. What's not bad though are the amount of games coming out in April, which is the main topic of this show. Mostly because it's fun to look ahead. Secondly, because I was actually looking and planning out the month, and personal perspective, I may be in trouble. My wallet's going to be in trouble. Because April is the busiest month we've had 4 months in of the year, but busiest month we've had in a while as far as releases. From major titles, indie titles, updates, expansions, stuff for the Switch, which I'm looking out for my vacation in 2 weeks. Like, there is a lot to go through and talk about and celebrate and what we're going to be playing. Which I want to start chronologically with the 7th. Starfield. Our precious boy
Yes.
that used to be the weekly talk before Destiny is coming back with the Terran Armada update. Launching.
Before Destiny, it was Fallout.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Bethesda boy.
Bethesda boy. Launching April 7th is not, they specifically said it's not a Starfield 2.0. If you primarily did not like Starfield at its core, this isn't going to do anything revolutionary, bring you back around, but it is adding fixes, quality of life features, additives, things to make that experience that people did fall in love with that much better. Terran Armada is a story DLC that will be available for $10. New threat has entered the settled systems, believing themselves to be the true children of Earth. Terran Armada is made up of members of the United Colonies and Freestar Collective, who vanished during the Colony War. The Terrans are an advanced military force largely comprised of robotic soldiers. New questline that is woven into the fabric of settled systems, adding additional incursion system, which are new random events that will happen anywhere in the settled systems that are essentially this game's repeatable content. The never-ending quest lines you think of Fallout 4, Settlement needs your help, that type of thing is what I got from it. But on top of that, yeah, but not that. New gear, new elite crew members, new ship parts, and new ships in general. Pre-built outposts. There is new outpost decorations, pets you can have on your outposts that you're building and designing. Just a lot to dive into for $10, which I believe is cheaper than that was the last one, right?
The last one I think was 15 or 20, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited for this. I think the theme of it being this armada that was out. They got separated in the Colony War and kind of did their own thing for a while. Now they're coming back and they're like, we're the real humans. It's like, all right. Big thing is it says it's woven throughout the galaxy. They're everywhere. It's not just on one planet, which was Shattered Space, and I didn't really like. My Shattered Space story ended with, there's a crusade going across the stars. We're going to go fight every universe, or not, every settlement, and nothing happened. So I'm hoping something actually happens, and I think they will. Love the ship parts. That's what I've been wanting. The new gear looks cool. So not the Wasteland workshop update I was hoping for, similar to what Fallout 4 did, but I think it's a good mid ground here. And yeah, I'm just hoping that repeatable event, repeatable stuff is good enough and not fetch questy, right? Like, I don't know. It could be weird. So I'm feeling good about it, though. I think they're not telling us a lot about the Terran Armada story stuff, which I'm fine with, because leave that vague. But overall, yeah, excited to see more ship stuff and more whole new faction too. So
with this, I mean, obviously are you hopping into this? I would assume. Are you finding 100%. Time? Okay.
I have been playing Starfield to get ready. I forgot I made a new character, Cena, based off of John Cena. He's retired. He was a bodyguard. Now he's taken to the stars, mining. Now he's doing all this stuff. But yeah, I am been playing again. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited. The story DLC stuff, that's cool. But I think what really matters is the free update, because I think that's where all the crazy stuff really, really lies. With their free lanes update there. They're updating a lot to the space stuff, which it's crazy that you couldn't just get set a location, go to that planet, and then get up and go use your workbench and go do stuff and still travel. So they're adding that now, cruise mode. You set a location, it just autopilots you there, and you can get up, use your ship, actually like role play as if, okay, we're off on a quest. Now let me go get my gear ready. Let me, talk to my crew. That will be really fun in that. Within that mode and in general, more events in space will just pop up. That's something that I think it's needed. I've seen what Valentine, I think, is the singing ship so many times. I've gotten the teacher with the school a couple times. It's like we have these repeatable events in space, or just you get attacked. I'm excited to see how they expand upon that and what new ones they add. In cruise mode, you can still have those events come out. So you'll be in the middle of like talking to someone or making food or doing a workbench or decorating your ship while in cruise mode. And all of a sudden you have to be pulled away and, oh shoot, we're getting attacked. Run up to the cockpit to go start fighting and save your ship. So that, I hope, feels good. And I think it will. So I'm excited to hop into that side of it. Cruise mode there.
With these, is this
go for it.
I was just gonna say, is this like the Free Lanes update, Terra Nomada coming out? They have said this isn't the end. Like this isn't the last sort of hurrah for Starfield. Do we think they're still pushing for the co-op multiplayer thing that was rumored? Do we see more story expansions happening? Because Todd's been doing interviews. Full work ahead now on Elder Scrolls is the main project now.
No, I think Starfield as an IP will keep going. I think they found success with that, and I think it's coming to PlayStation 5. That's we haven't talked about that, but they're getting all the additions and everything, and that's really good. And we'll see how it attaches there and what the player base is and how people respond to it. Because Starfield is Starfield. It's not a Fallout. It's not an Elder Scrolls. So that is that's just what it is, right? So there are issues with it. It's not a game for everyone for sure, even though I love that. I love for what it is. But I think if it gets enough attachment, if people play it, if the hours are up there, that's how they've talked about it with Game Pass. So if there's enough people putting time into it, and I think people are waiting for it, I think we could get more updates, more in the creations though. I doubt maybe one more final update, maybe a Switch 2, thing, an expansion that coincides with a potential Switch 2 release. I could see, but I could see this being the last DLC thing. And the only updates we get are creation stuff, which I love. The Trackers Alliance, they have 5 quests that have come out. Those were a part of creations and such. Played through one of the one that's about the Mantis. That is a crazy storyline, and that's in the creation suite. That's a mod technically. So I think the story about that is they hired a mod team that worked on like Fallout 4 mods and then had them just make official mods for them now. Might be a little wrong about that, but really cool. Really cool. So I'm excited to see. Yeah. We'll see. I don't think the IP is dead at all. I just think it is definitely not their strongest one. With the Fallout TV show and just Skyrim being released constantly and still selling. So we'll see what Elder Scrolls 6 is. My God, that has. You thought Starfield had pressure? Man, Elder Scrolls has a lot because you have all the learnings from Starfield that they have to can't make the same mistakes. So we'll see.
That's where I feel Starfield was a new journey, a new IP with sky-high expectations and the development lore of this was the thing Todd wanted to do for however long. Like, this was going to be the thing. And when it didn't land in some breathtaking manner, that's when the hate came in. I think this will put in perspective of how much they can do with Elder Scrolls, what Elder Scrolls 6 looks like, how much is put into it, how much revolutionary stuff is happening, because they did say it is on the new engine or a tweaked engine version of Creation Engine. So we'll see.
They said Creation Engine 3, right?
Yeah, updated off of it.
I thought
expect. Yeah, no, Elder Scrolls. I mean, there's a part of me. We're gonna talk about June. There's a part of me. I think Elder Scrolls makes 3 appearances here in some way. teaser trailer, hey, this is what we're aiming for. I think June we get a better showcase of what that vision is fully. Because now, I mean, it's
possibly
3 years of Starfield this year. Like, it's wild to say, but 3 anniversary this year happening. So,
and that's crazy.
Rounding the corner.
Yeah, so it's on Creation Engine 3. Starfield was on Creation Engine 2. So they wanted to. It's supposed to be like an engine. Yeah, they're building an engine for this. So yeah, who knows? I mean, Starfield's engine definitely was built for it. They aren't letting you collect every sandwich in Tamriel, right? Is that an Elder Scrolls city? Like, they're not going to do that. Yeah. So I guess he's switching it up and doing that. Man, I'm excited. I'm intrigued. I have yet to get grabbed by an Elder Scrolls. I'm really trying with Skyrim. But I don't know if we'll see it this year. I think that might be too early. You don't want to, unless it's like next year, the year.
Too
like
early maybe, was 6 years ago when they first did.
Yeah, but that's a stock. Hey, Microsoft, we just bought Bethesda. What are you guys doing? Okay, we have this. Oh, they're doing. Okay, we got this coming down. Okay, we got this coming down. Right, like knowing that they're doing that, which we all knew, like it justifies why is the studio hemorrhaging so much money right now for 2 RPGs? Oh, okay, it's Elder Scrolls 6. People are feared. That's why they said it. Todd didn't want to. Microsoft wanted to. I don't know. We'll see.
With this Starfield update, April 7th is also the long-awaited release date for the PlayStation 5 version, which means it'll suddenly be amazing. But for real, PlayStation 5 players, check it out. It is worth the time, especially now before summer hits and everything else drops.
Yeah, intrigued to see what it sells and how people talk about it.
Kyle, also on April 7th, a new one that dropped onto my TikTok feed with some cool behind the scenes developer art things I had popping up. Had me look into it. If you are a fan of turn-based RPGs crossed with Hi-Fi Rush, people of note from Iridium Studios, the third release from them, is dropping on Steam, Switch 2, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, also on April 7th. Really unique idea. Again, I had behind the scenes stuff popping up that had me look into it further. People of Note is a turn-based RPG musical where you join Cadence as she recruits an ensemble of musicians on her quest for stardom. Experience turn-based combat like never before, where each battle is a musical performance with evolving combat conditions and genre-bending mashup attacks. So take usual turn-based combat JRPG, add QTEs with Hi-Fi Rush, where attacks will succeed or fail, do critical damage based on your inputs with the beat. And you got People of Note. Looks real cool. It's a very what's the word? The musical genres, your main character Cadence is a pop star. One of your guys is like a rock guitarist. You have a DJ, a guy who raps, and all your attacks kind of blend into each other. So when one person's doing their attacks, music will change to match the rhythm and cadence of what they're doing or what their style is and theme, which then blends together with the other genres if you're doing combo attacks or mashup attacks. Just a really unique idea that I'm excited to see how it fully fleshes out and what that turns out to be, or if it's just kind of a surface level like fun gotcha. But super fun art style, reminds me a lot of Thirsty Suitors, Outer Loop stuff. Very similar, cartoony, bright colors, characters, details, but coming out April 7th as well. Something I may pick up. Again, I got my vacation coming up. I'm looking at Switch games, looking at plane games. This looks like a pretty good plane game.
Oh, that's a lot of style. I wouldn't say it's that plain.
Airplane games.
Oh, okay. I think JJ's and Jet Plane's on sale. Yeah, this totally looks like a U game, honestly. Really cool. You should get it. Play it on the plane
Playing on the plane.
with no headphones on.
That annoy
Play
everybody.
it.
This is the cross I bear on this flight. Something I will probably be checking out. I'm curious to see if you're jumping into. April 9th, Pokemon Champions. The free to start, free to play Pokemon competitive battler is out on mobile, iOS, and Switches. I'm so curious to see how this drops. For those unaware, Pokemon Champions pretty much takes out the building up aspect, the breeding aspect, the catching and leveling aspect from Pokemon games to get your competitive team ready, where you can just pick and match, think Pokemon Stadium style, what Pokemon you want. You can move stat IVs around to make it fully defensive, HP, speed, like all those things you can just do on a whim without having to specifically breed and spend countless hours doing it in game. This will be the starting point or baseline for competitive Pokemon Championship going forward in real life. So this will be the new sort of hotness. Obvious battle pass in there as leading you with how many Pokemon you can have in your save system. Cosmetic stuff for your trainer in game. Free to play Pokemon Champions. It looks good. It just Pokemon without the adventure and just the battles.
Yeah, no, I think it's smart for them to have a place that will be for the competitive, like having, again, similar to Destiny, having to balance something for multiple things, multiple intentions is kind of hard. And now you just have one thing. This is the thing. This is what we go to for that competitive. Go here. When we do our big events, this is what we're playing. You can be a Pokemon champion, right? Like, it's cool. So I'm excited. Yeah, we'll see. You know, I'll hop in because it's free, you know, try it out, play it. But it'll be interesting to see if, like, how big it is and like right away. If it is a hit right away, I doubt perfect. Knowing Nintendo, there's probably some weird little quirks and whatnot, or there's something with it. But
yeah,
a good thing overall. I hope that means mainline games can have a little more creativity and freedom, right? Maybe not. We'll see.
I think my biggest worry with it right now is how much a barrier of entry the competitive scene is to get into. I hope there's enough here for casuals to get in. Because if it is, you're making your team willy-nilly having fun and you go online, because I don't believe there's AI battles, like it is a purely online experience. And you're just getting rolled by who, what, when, where, and why of people who have been doing this for years. Like, you're going to be deflated very fast. And I worry how that's going to come across for an average person checking this out.
Yeah, and that'll be me, honestly. I think I don't know Pokemon types offhand and what moves and abilities will go great, right? Outside of fire, water, right? Natural stuff makes sense. But yeah. So yeah, that'll be an interesting thing to look out for, the onboarding and how well it can teach us what the hell, how the hell to fight. Because yeah, playing Pokemon Leaf Green is definitely different than will be different than playing Pokemon Champions.
Are you still working through Leaf Green? That's still on your rotation?
Nice. Very slowly. Yeah, I did the last couple of nights. I've hopped back in and kind of just watched stuff and walked around in grass and leveled up my peeps. Yeah, so I think I'm in, what is it, the second? I got through Mount Moon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you're still okay.
Yeah, I'm still pretty early. Yeah, no, I fell off hard when it first came out, that first week or two. So
I think I got marathon.
Dude, yeah, it's been a month of marathon. It's been crazy. Just flew by.
Day after Pokemon Champions is recommendation. Something I have been playing the past few months on my Switch 2. Tiny Bookshop is dropping on Xbox, PS5, and a part of Game Pass day one on the Xbox brand. Description reads, leave everything behind and open a tiny bookshop by the sea in this ambient narrative management game. Stock your wagon, set up shop in scenic locations, and navigate a post-capitalist future alongside Buxtonberry's eclectic cast of characters. This is something that I bought for my girlfriend on the Switch, and I have admittedly put more time into it than she has so far. To my surprise, it is a very, when I say casual game, it is something that is a long draw. You are doing day-to-day book sales where each morning you get your newspaper showing the weather, any events going on in town. You can pick on a map different locations they want to set up for the day, whether it be at the beach, outside a hospital, at the Mega Mart there, all these different locations, and each of those locations where you set up in, the people who visit there have different preferences. So you will know ahead of time to stock your your bookshop with more fantasy books or classics or dramas or kid books. You can try and get the most profit out of it, which that's kind of your base rotation you're doing. Every day you're doing that, stocking, decorating your wagon. You can visit stalls, buy furnishings, lamps. I'm in winter right now, so I have a fun snowman outside with my dog on his little bed. Really fun, which is the bare necessities of it, but the longer you put into it, you start interacting with certain residents who have problems and stories and these scenarios they want you to help with, where I spent enough time at a lighthouse where I met a group of theater kids who hung out there and helped them get items they needed to set up a play, from like seating and stage equipment and stuff. And now I have like a little ticket machine in my booth helping sell tickets to get their first performance kicked off. I have the Mega Mart had a wacky waving arm flailing inflatable tube man out front. Went there one morning. That buddy was deflated, had crime scene tape around it like a murder scene, and now I'm on this weird case of interviewing people as they come to my shop to see if they know anything about the murder of this inflatable, and just, it's fun. And every day I hop back into it, play a couple days, it unravels a new surprise or mystery or something I wasn't expecting from a bookseller, which it's been a delight.
Yeah, I'm really excited to hop into this. It's been, I think I put on my wish list on the Switch. It's been there for a while. It's been like, all right, eventually I'm going to get that. So can't wait to play this on Game Pass. It looks perfectly cozy. And I love that the books are real, right? They have a collection of like actual books. So that just makes it a little more, well, you know, it's just like, I recognize Lord of the Rings as opposed to like Lord of the Bings. And you're like, I see what you did. It was just a nice little addition.
It's far too, like, I think I read they have like over 1,000 different actual books in there. I had the other day, occasionally someone will come into your shop and want a recommendation. They'll be like, I like a fantasy with a lot of pages or stuff like that, and you have to go through and find something for them. I was going through the other day, and in my shelf I had Blood, Sweat, and Pixels by Jason Schreier on my shelf. I'm like, what a pleasant surprise. Just a fun thing. And
that's crazy that it's in there.
Yeah, but it helps, like, if people do want like a fact book or something like that, like, you can use your knowledge if you're a heavy reader to help you with recommendations in the game to get more money. So,
and that's cool. Now, when do they actually put the actual books in so you can just sit in game and read the full books?
I don't got time to sell anymore.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, can't wait to hop into this one. I can't wait to hop into, or you can still.
No, I was just saying that again, April 10th. April 14th. Is that what you're hopping into, Kyle?
I'm going to hop in and get these achievements with cross save. Hades 2 is coming to Xbox, PC, Game Pass, PS5. What a game. What a game. That's it. Play it.
That's it. And I'm excited that it didn't take that long to come over. It's been, 6-7 months, I feel, if that.
Yeah.
Since it's been out on Switch, maybe a bit longer, but yeah, cross progression, being able to hop in, immediately pop 10-15 achievements is going to be super nice. So
yeah, throw it up on the TV. So yeah, no, Hades 2 is exceptional. So if you haven't played it yet, in Game Pass, give it up. But yeah, well worth what is it, $20, 25, well
Yep.
worth the price.
I'll be curious too when this comes out, because this is now releasing post updates and when they've tweaked the ending story and ending cutscenes and stuff, to see people's reactions to it now. That was kind of a weird thing on Switch, where after a little while after, they did go back and update some things and tweak the ending and stuff. So interested to see how people take to it as a full solid release in one go now. Also 14th, a couple other things. Replaced is finally releasing Xbox Series X, PS5, and PC. This has been around for a couple years now in Xbox preview events, Xbox showcases. Expose the sinister secrets of Phoenix Corporation as Reach, an AI trapped in a human body set in an alternate 1980s America scarred by nuclear catastrophe. Navigate a dark cyberpunk thriller and this narrative-driven 2.5D platformer bending cinematic exploration with fluid, free-flow combat. I'm still kind of up in the air on this. All the initial reviews or showcases of it, not really my thing. We've gotten a couple previews of it now, talking about the free-flow combat, very similar to Batman games. It sits in a weird place where I've been seeing this for so long that I just want it to be here. And if it lands, it lands. Like, I'm not hyped for it. I'm not excited for it. It exists in the ethos, but I know it's still got a pretty decent following behind it coming into the 14th.
Yeah, this is one I've honestly not heard too much about, which is funny that you say you've heard too much about it. It's I think in the last couple months I've seen like a video or two of people playing it. The demo, I think it was Steam Next Fest. That was like the first time I really watched someone play it. And I was like, oh, that looks cool. And I saw it was coming to Game Pass, so that's it, right? I think the art style got me. I like this pixely 2.5. The style, it's really cool. And I didn't play the Batman games, but we'll see if I can get into it. I think the whole vibe of it is really cool. So I'm hoping it grabs me, and I'm hoping the combat doesn't turn me away. Just because I haven't played those Batman games, so I'm not sure if it's something I will like. But I'm hoping it's cool. I'm hoping the story also isn't too dark, deep, like, oh, sad.
As we watch someone get executed in the back of the head on stream.
Hey, that's not the saddest thing. You don't know the context. What if they were a bad person? What if they kicked a puppy?
Whoa.
Yeah,
run away,
you're defending them.
So replaced April 14th. Also April 14th. Another one that may be a Switch game for me. I'm definitely there day one when this comes out. Speaking of Outer Loop games earlier, Dose of Divas is launching April 14th. Spicy narrative turn-based RPG. After years apart, sisters Samara and Amani journey with their ancient spirit mech on a mission to defeat a rotten fast food empire and reconnect communities with their traditions. Platform through vibrant villages, battle corporate goons, reconcile with loved ones, and eat one last meal together before saying goodbye. We're all about dismantling capitalism and putting that in food theme. I'm in. Outer Loop's a hidden gem for me. That was one of the first things we did when we got together for this. Like, Thirsty Suitors was something you did a Twitch stream for. I hopped in immediately after. Made my top 10 games of the year. 100% of that.
Yeah, you beat it. I didn't play it after that.
It was good. I enjoyed my time, and I'm been looking forward to this since that came out. So,
yeah, this looks more up my alley. And then I like food is communal. Food reaches across all, right? So that should be fun and cool. I love having food be part of things like that.
The only thing I wish I had, this was the third game during Steam Next Fest I didn't get to. I had the demo downloaded. I had it ready. Like, I wish I would have had time to try it out then.
That'll be fresh for you, though.
I'm just hoping that it's fleshed out more than Thirsty Suitors was. I enjoyed my time with it a lot, but there was a couple issues there. Gameplay got stagnant over time, and having another JRP or another turn-based RPG like that. I hope that it's expanded upon and keeps my interest. So a little worried coming in, but April 16th, Kyle.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Moving on,
Switches, Tamagotchi Life. Are you in?
No,
No.
I don't need the stick. I love what I'm seeing. I love in the videos. It's awesome. They're really funny, but it's just not something I need to be playing. It's cool, but not. I think I'd have fun with it, but I'm hardly even playing Pacopia right now. So, but someone has a Switch. I don't get to play. I'm playing Marathon instead.
Nah.
And then I'm like, I'm tired. I'll play something else. Or I open it up. I'm like, oh, there's so much to do. But no, I haven't played a Tomodachi before, but obviously, man, the demo came out. Social media was just buzzing with all the videos, and in the Goonin Island, these butthole-based people. It's just like, it's going to get insane and weird, especially when you can get 70 only, 70 Mii's on an island. And so that'll be a interesting thing. What are you? Are you getting this?
If it wasn't $60, like that's a hard sell for me for what it is. I'm still enjoying the crap out of Procopia. I don't need another life sim like this, and I'm not creative enough to go around and design Mii's and think of things for them to say or do to have these scenarios that people are getting their enjoyment from. Like, I'm not the creative side of that. I will watch it from afar. My TikTok feeds have been great with it, with the demo stuff, but not for me.
Yeah. But also, are you want to talk SPI?
I don't want to talk about SPI. The one you're sick of seeing. See it all the time. Kyle is sick of Jack Pepper popping up all over the place.
Yeah, ask me if I'm interested or going to play this.
Are you going to play it? Interested? Switches,
no.
PlayStation, Steam, Xbox?
No.
Damn.
No. No, it's really, joking aside, it's really interesting with this game that like it's kind of came out of nowhere all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, it's already here, but it's been delayed so many times.
Yeah, it's supposed to be on March.
Something. Yeah. And they showed it and we're like, where is this? And I'm like, oh, actually, we have Troy Baker. It's like, oh, you guys got an influx of cash and some investment to make this bigger than y'all were intending, I think, at first. It just like, it feels like it got bloated, in my opinion, but we'll see when it comes out. It might hit. There's like some Doom-esque to the gameplay and whatnot. But I think just coming off that very, very first reveal and to coming to what this is now, I'm like, whoa, this just blew up into more than I even thought. And for some reason, I just lost interest along the way. So I hope it does what it does well. I hope it finds an audience and maybe I come back around to it. I love the art style that everything's like hand drawn, or is it just created that where it looks like that? Either way, 1930s aesthetic, basically Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie. That's essentially what they're taking, as that's was in the Creative Commons now. So it's interesting. We'll see. How are you feeling about it? Are you like into it? You want to play it, or are you just?
I want to be into it, but I feel it's going to be something I wait for reviews. Out of everything that I'm interested in for April, this one feels like the one that is either going to completely nail and land everything it's trying to do and wants to be, or it's just going to fall short. And for being a $30 experience, I'll probably wait. Like, I'm more interested in Dose of Divas. I'm more interested in People of Note, like other stuff we've talked about, than this right now. Yeah, it just depends. Like, they've shown a ton, and it keeps popping up. Like you said, they have Troy Baker, they have all these things going on. It just needs to land. And if it's a very shallow, top level, surface level thing, be a Game Pass play eventually, I'm sure, but
yeah. And we'll see. Hope for the best there. But yeah, looking through this list, I'm like, there's actually the next day. I'm way more interested in that game.
The next day? What am I missing?
April 17th? What?
It is the next day. Pragmata?
I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong?
Who are we?
You made the list.
I made the list. Pragmata, Capcom's newest IP, an all-new science
I think
fiction.
it's pronounced Pragmata.
Pragmata. We don't even know what the game is, Kyle. That could be Mega Man. The girl could be Mega Man still. We have no idea.
I played the demo. I know what's going on enough.
Did you? Tell me about
Yes,
it.
I did.
I did not know
I
that.
played it on Switch. Yes. Yes. I hopped into the demo. I think it's still up. You can do it. Into Pragmata. Watching gameplay and seeing the hacking in it got me into it, and it feels really good. So you are this creature? Not creature. You are, what does it say? You and you have your android companion Diana. And as you're fighting things, I forget what button you hold, but you pull up a menu and you have to use the D-pad to go through this grid and box thing, and just basically hacking, and that weakens the enemies you're fighting. And that just felt really cool. It felt really good. And as we're getting closer to release, I'm like, I don't want to play this. And if reviews come out and they're good, I'm going to be even more like kind of itching to play it. So it's definitely on my list, like keeping an eye out for it. Surprisingly, I don't think I would have. I mean, yeah, how often have I talked about it? But yeah, just coming close to release, I'm like, I don't know, maybe I should play it, you know? Also, like, it's me and my daughter, you know? I mean, what if the story hits there, right? So, a guy with an android girl.
How much of a crutch is the hacking? Because every time I've seen this game pop up, that has been my biggest fear of...
I don't think it's a crutch. I think it's more part of it.
But is it like a necessity
right?
where like every battle, every person you're fighting is something you have to do every time? Like pull you out of the gameplay to do this mini game? Or is it...
But see, the way you're talking about it is wrong. Because it's not pulling you out of the gameplay. It is part of the gameplay. It is the gameplay, right? So like, I get what you're saying, where like visually it might look like now I'm going into a menu and doing a hacking mini game. You're not. It's like a semi-time dilation it's happening in the game still. Like you still have to like move around and do it, right? So yeah, I wouldn't describe it the way you're describing it and asking, right? So it's designed to work hand in hand. And maybe later on it is a crutch, like you're saying. Maybe it does hit that, but I played the demo a month ago, you know how I remember it. It's not like that.
Yeah, I'll definitely check see if that demo's still there, because that's the make or break for me on this. Because from afar, I'm interested. It reminds me of not similar gameplay style, but like the art and everything around it reminds me of like Lost Planet from 360, like older games I played.
God, yeah.
So I'm curious on it. So that gives me a little hope. I will definitely be checking out demo if it's still available.
Play the demo now.
Perfect.
Yeah. On everything. So what you want. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is if the like how varied can the hacking be? How is it going to get different? Is it the same system? Are you just have to do it faster? Do you have more things to avoid? Do you have more things to click? Right? Like that will depend. But I think the way it felt, like it just, even going through their website right now, it's like combat system, hacking and action. They are equal parts on this graphic, right? They're not saying one is over the other. So I think if they can hit that balance well with, and again, it doesn't rip you out of combat where you feel like you're forced to use it and you can't do anything without it. Like it should work. So I'm excited. I'm waiting for reviews on this one. Or waiting, like I'm looking forward to reviews. That's a better way of saying it.
Yeah. What's this? Yeah, Pragmata.
So Mega Man might pop up at the end.
You might have some weird transformations. Is the second of the big 3 releases from Capcom this year, following Resident Evil Requiem. We still have, for me, Onimusha Way of the Sword scheduled sometime later this year coming out. So, will Capcom do a 3-peat this year? Wait and see. Resident Evil 9 knocked it out. Everyone loves it. See if they follow up with Pragmata.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's good enough to get me to play it. I want to play it,
It's something new.
Maybe. Exactly, yeah. And I like the idea of the gameplay, so I hope that hits.
April 21st.
That's it, though.
Vampire Crawler, something I talked about again during Steam Next Fest, coming to Game Pass, all the places, PlayStation, Steam, Xbox, wherever you could think about. This is the first-person card-based battler based off of Vampire Survivors. I'll be there day one. I fear this is going to be a major time sink for me this month when it does drop. I'm excited to fully dive into it outside of the demo I played and see what else there is additive, see how the extra characters' abilities play into the building system, and watch from afar the community at large find ways to break this game completely.
Yep.
Seeing how we do 200 hit combos and refresh our deck 50 times in one battle to one hit kill everything, like that'll be exciting to see. I'm pessimistic on if this will have the draw that Vampire Survivors does, just because it is more of a buy-in, understanding the cards, understanding the battling. It's not as mindless as jumping in and running around in a circle. So we'll see, but it's a Game Pass tryout if you are in this ecosystem.
I didn't realize that. Cool. Yeah, no, I didn't attach heavy to Survivors, and I don't think I'm going to get deep into this one either, but cool. I'm hoping to find success. I expect it.
Something we will be diving deep into, hopefully.
Pot.
April 23rd, 3 days after, 420 blaze it. Making some pots in kiln.
I can't wait for them to be like, actually, guys, it's out 3 days early.
I can see
pot game
Tim
is out
Schafer would do it. Yeah, Kiln finally coming out. Xbox, PlayStation, Game Pass, Xbox PC, those places, is the pottery-based multiplayer brawler fighting strategy game. You hop into a battle, design your own pot, have different special abilities, different skill sets, movement, all that based off of the actual design and structure of the pot you create for each battle. Try and put out the other team's kiln by dumping water onto it. I hope this
weekend. Next weekend, 9 open play test. We'll try it out, so we'll get to talk about it next episode. But yeah, I'm hoping it's something that's fun that gets us in a couple nights. And it's just like a good time. I think the pottery side is going to be really cool. Having watched people play it and done it, at Day of the Devs that day. It'll be fun to get into that. My wife took a pottery class, so that'll be fun to see her get her hands on that and see how just what she makes and what that does, and then the extent of decorating, just seeing what the community does. This should find a community for sure. So I just hope it's positive, right? I hope it's not just like cool pottery and an okay game.
Yeah. This is one of the ones where when people are talking about where Xbox is now, I'm happy it's on PlayStation everywhere it can be to get that community built up. Because if this was just Xbox thing, that would be dead on arrival. But yeah. I'm hoping people seem positive on it. I was checking out the Discord group of people who have had time with it. Everyone seems to enjoy it for what it is. Not trying to be anything more than it is, but just get that general audience again, which Game Pass will be available to try out, check out. April 28th, Kyle, Diablo 4, newest update.
Here we go.
Playing with your wife off and on. Are you any interest in hopping in a new expansion for Diablo 4 with 2 new classes, new endgame horde mode, reworked talent trees, new endgame progression system?
Yes. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I think the talent tree rework is interesting. I missed that. I forget what. Anyways, that's really cool. They already have the Paladin out if you pre-ordered it, so I've been playing that. But now we're waiting for this expansion, so they'll add the Warlock, which is cool. So yeah, I mean, I'm always down for a cool Diablo time. So I'm hoping me and my wife, I hope we get into it and get like sucked back in, because we just haven't made time for it mostly. So hopefully we can just focus up and do that once this comes out. But it'd be good, I like that they're adjusting stuff, right? That's necessary, that's needed. We'll see more about it.
Yeah, it's one of those things with how many live service games there are, what they can do to bring people back when they have updates like this, especially for a paid expansion buy-in. I'm curious to see how the Diablo 4 community is how active it is, what this is going to do to reinvigorate everybody and get them back in playing on a daily basis or weekly basis. So I have not yet jumped in. I would like to. I haven't downloaded. I downloaded it a couple weeks ago. Like, maybe I have time for Diablo to try it out, but it's not been in the cards with my playtime sessions I've had.
Yeah. It's like anytime I want to, I'm like, I'll just wait. You know, the itch hasn't been enough, and I'm like, I'll wait for the thing. So, I think should be good though. And then we'll see. I mean, after that, what comes with Diablo?
Lords of Hatred is a $40 standard buy-in for the expansion with a $60 deluxe and $90 ultimate edition also there. So Blizzard wants their money. Blizzard better fix my World of Warcraft because this shit's getting old if they want my money. Last one, April 30th, Saros, Housemark, PlayStation 5, exclusive, follow-up, not successor, but follow-up to Returnal, Beneath the Shadow of an Ominous Eclipse, Arjun Devraj, played by Rahul Kohli, star of The Haunting of Bly Manor and Midnight Mass, is a solitary enforcer who will stop at nothing to pursue answers on the shape-shifting world of Carcosa, a planet filled with dark secrets and hostile inhabitants. You obviously sold your PlayStation 5 for Switch 2 will not be jumping into. I'm on the fence.
You don't know.
I'm on the edge. You don't know that. I'm on the edge on my end.
A month.
You have sell the Switch, get a PlayStation 5 again. It's $100
more
now.
Would never do that. The Switch is too good. No, you never know. Who knows? I got my ways.
Damn.
I don't know. We'll see. It'll just be fun to clip this out, and maybe I do end up with one.
Wild Things App sells his Xbox.
No, I would never do that.
Never do that. Yeah, Saros.
Too expensive.
I'm not sure if I'm in yet. I tested out Returnal. I got through the first world. The difficulty of that game threw me off immediately. It was not a fun experience for me having to go back, fresh start every time, build myself up to just die in some bullshit way. Saros is something I'll wait and see if the new features they've added in, if the new progression systems they've added help out with that. There are solid things now you can get that are consistent upgrades through each run. It's not just a fresh start every time. You can, in the back end, build your character up to be stronger. See how that works out, see if that helps out with the gameplay progression. But I would like a reason to turn on my PlayStation. It'll be there. I don't know. I'm scared to take the leap with the last one, not really. No?
Yeah, I think you could do this one, and I think you've played enough games that are like if you're playing extraction shooters now. I think you'd be okay. So maybe go back to Returnal, try it out. This one, I would pick this up. You know, if I had it. The story, I think, is the most intriguing aspect of it. They're going full out. You know, it seems like they got the Sony magic added to this. So I'm hoping that lands and that hits, and that'll be really, really cool. So it's a bummer that they're backing off of PC releases. Possibly they haven't mentioned that. So this might be the first, like, damn, that sucks that it's not going to other places. And we'll see if what the sales are of it, right? Like, I don't think it'll be a struggle. I don't think it'll undersell, sure, but you know, I mean, we're going back into that era, possible. So
it's an interesting one to come out now when they just did a price hike for the console. Like, to have this be the first one that people see now of, should I get a PS5 in 2026? What's out, and Saros is the first one there.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see how that hits with people.
Yeah, you know.
Two other ones I did not put on our list because I am bad at my job. April 8th, Kyle. 4 days from now. Find Your Words is out.
Oh my goodness.
On Steam.
Yeah.
Which we have also announced since the last time we talked about it, is a free-to-play game. Will be a free experience.
Shit, really?
Yep, free-to-play game.
Yeah,
there is
awesome.
a $5 optional supporter edition, which includes the soundtrack and a digital art book. So no reason for you not to check this out on Steam.
That is such a cool way of doing that for that game. Cool.
Yeah, Finding Words was the one you saw at the Mix Indie Game Showcase. Talked with them. Game about the kids at summer camp with God, what's the
An AAC device.
thank you. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, just a passion project made in a capybara game jam that just kind of found life between two developers with a shared experience of having kids with this who use this device that helps their speech. So just games like this are really cool, and talking with them obviously. So I love that it's free.
I saw it. I think I saw it on Twitter or Threads when they announced. I was like, oh, that's fun. And then having an optional, if there is a way you want to support them, have that optional version available for $5. So, and then the last one for April, also on the 30th with Sorrow, something I will want to talk to Brian, our friend over at United We Nerd, about. Invincible Versus is also coming out. The Invincible fighting game. The reason I'm interested in this is the one with primarily most of the team who did the Killer Instinct reboot in 2013 and the multiple seasons of that, which I absolutely adored. One of the only fighting games I have ever jumped into competitively and held my own in. I have no background lore or have ever seen anything of the Invincible franchise, so I'll be an outsider looking in, but I'm curious to see how this does, like if that pedigree holds up. With the era of fighting games we have coming out.
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of it. I want you to just watch the most recent episode of Invincible that just came out. Just like
no context, just hop in.
No context, just watch the most recent one. Because oh my god, that'd be funny. It's a crazy episode. Crazy. I've only watched it on social because I'm a weirdo. I fell off, but I was like, oh my gosh. Crazy. Good show. I got to get back to the most recent season.
Maybe that April 30th coming out. Yeah, I hope it succeeds. Again, too many fighting games. 2XKO has not been doing the best. The League of Legends fighting game, having this coming out shortly after, and then the Avatar fighting game is also right around the corner. So how that community is going to diverse itself across all those is a wait and see game. You're into it, it's there. Also, Marvel Tokon's right around the corner too in summer, so enough fighting games to go around, and that wraps up all the releases coming out in April. I'm excited to see you into Pragmata. Hope you pick it up so we can talk about it. Something new, something fresh to talk and dive into. Again, everything I'm interested in is a Switch game. Switch 2's about to be put in some hours, baby. What an investment.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna have to do a year, or maybe right before a year review of it. Not much to say though, right? It's good.
It's great.
It's good.
Worth the money sometimes, I guess.
Games, not for sure. Okay, it's fixed. What?
That's anything else to throw in here, Kyle? Happening?
No, I mean, I'm having issues with computers, so streaming's stopping for the moment, but I want to get back to that. But been playing a lot of marathon. That's probably going to continue. Because outside of a couple Game Pass stuff, there's really not much Starfield, but outside of that, I've already been playing Starfield and Marathon, so April will just continue that.
I need to re-download Starfield before next week. I definitely want to check it out, try it out at least, just to see.
You just wait till the update.
That's what I'm saying.
With all the fresh stuff.
For Saturday, or for the 7th.
I see. I thought, yeah, you said before next week. I thought you meant hop in. You know, but you just gotta get it down.
I gotta download, yeah, get it ready. I don't have the fancy storage card on my Xbox like you do, you know?
Yeah, I just leave it. It hasn't been deleted. It just sits there. Beckoning for me.
Yeah. We will wrap up here then, episode 111 of the Download Queue. all the games that are coming out in April, stuff we'll be talking about at the end of the month, stuff that may make our game of the year list, who knows. Back next week, regular time, new episode, same place, twitch.tv/downloadq. No episode the week after that, again, as I will be out of town. Kyle wants to get crazy with it, who knows. But until next time, we have some marathon to play tonight. We have other important things to do. Kyle, thank you for joining me. Be good to each other. Happy gaming. Play some good games. April's gonna be crazy. The year's starting. We got the date for the Xbox showcase. I didn't even talk about that. Counting down the days. Less than 80 days, Kyle. It's there. I'm planning out
crazy,
I'm planning out E3s for you to watch. We're building up.
Multiple? Okay.
We got time. Showcase season's gonna be wild. Till next week. Happy gaming. Be good.
Bye.